3, 2, 1, go. So right off the bat, we're holding escape, skipping through these cutscenes. Gonna head over to the right. Skip past the Largo sequence. This pushes Guybrush over to the left. We're gonna come up here. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the bucket. We're going fast. So we grab the bucket just so we have any one item in our inventory. This is a pretty new strat here. This is why the splits are going to look a little weird. I'm going to walk towards the exit and look at the bucket. Now this stops Guybrush from actually leaving the screen. Ooh, very fast monocle drop there. Almost wasn't even ready. So by getting Guybrush to stop as soon as possible in that room, actually triggers the timer for Wally to drop the monocle. We need to steal the monocle for the run. Okay. Gonna be having some alerts going on here. You love to see it. I will, for our purposes today, let's wait till the run is done, and then we'll do some shoutouts. 1:11, that's actually really fast on that split. Okay, so I'm grabbing some things, wandering around really quick here. So fun fact, a lot of things you can do in either order. So there I used swamp with the bucket. Normally you'd kind of, thinking about it, playing casually, you're probably using the bucket with the swamp there. Yeah, Leo, echoing what I was saying. Yeah, this first split I have on here is kind of moved around. Over here, skip this cutscene, grab the cheese. See, oh, we're gonna open the door. But all you have to do is use the bucket on the door. You don't have to close the door first. By using the bucket on the door, Guybrush closes it automatically. We're gonna come over up to the ship in the back here. Come over to the ship in the back. We're trying to be quick with our execution here. But we're gonna get the stick and the cheese in the box here. Oop. You have to be careful there. That was a little whoopsie there. Once you put the stick in the box, it kind of splits the hit box of where the box is. And so if you use the cheese with the stick, it doesn't put it in there. That's okay. I caught it, but unfortunately did lose a little time there. We should still be in the green though, despite that first split. Should have a pretty good lead. My monocle drop was pretty bad on the PB. Come over here. So a little tip for anybody who's new. If you hold period after that cutscene, you actually gain control of Guybrush a little bit quicker. Use swamp with bucket seems better. Often misclick the swamp. Yeah. So now we're going to head down here to the cemetery. There's a weird quirk on this screen, where if you just click up on the grave you need to head up to, Guybrush walks up pretty slowly. But if I kind of like hold his hand there, up the hill, we get to make Guybrush walk a little bit faster, which is nice. So yeah, we are in the green, and that's about the time save I would expect to see. So it looks like our splits are, you know, as to be expected. Too bad we were missing all the good stuff in the cutscenes. That is, you know, that is the unfortunate side effect of going fast. So coming up here in a second, we're going to have a talk with the Voodoo Lady, and this is one of the dialogues that has a lot of potential frames to be saved here. We're going to pick up the string and pick up this jar to initiate the conversation. Focus here for a second. Alright, a little mishap in the middle there. Had a little bit of slowdown. Let's see if I can catch this. Alright, but the second half was good. I think we should save a little bit of extra time. Yeah, a couple seconds. Second and a little bit in there. Not missing all the good stuff between the cutscenes. Hopefully not. Okay, so another piece of RNG here. We had a run on good pace earlier, but we had some rather bad luck catching the rat here. So I hope Chester is going to behave. So we need to get the string onto the stick. And hopefully he stays there. Okay, we should be good. Now he comes over. Perfect. Near perfect rat. So again, I think we should see a time save here. Yeah, a couple more seconds saved. So, some of you have seen this game before, but this is probably a port of the game you haven't seen before. This is a port to a little system called the FM Towns, which was actually a Japanese PC, basically, as I understand it. And this version actually has a skip that we have found to be possible. And it saves a good deal of time, like somewhere in the realm of about 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, somewhere in between there. Time saved with this skip. So much faster overall. Although we do lose a couple of quality of life speed things we had in the Amiga version. That's the version we used to run. Had to be a little careful with my movement there. So we trade off some of those, but the skip is just so huge that it's not really a comparison anymore. So we're almost done with Chapter 1 here. Got a nice little lead for ourselves here. Going in. So one of the weird things about this game, Monkey Island 2 in particular, is that there's a lot of cases where just the default movement Guybrush will do on these kind of map screens is not optimal. So we do a few little things, clicking in certain ways to get Guybrush to move in a little bit more of a straight line, more optimal paths. So we got a fun one. Everybody loves Green Hill Zone. Come on. Like, lost an input in there. It's okay. So there's actually, in this game, there's a few sequences that get sped up by turning off the music. So we actually have kind of a curated playlist of just video game tunes. Some Monkey Island remix. It's just a playlist of stuff I've put together. Stuff that'll avoid getting, you know, DMCA copyright nonsense. Hopefully. Okay, I'm going to activate Eagle Eyes here, because we're going to try to go through this really quickly. That's a 4, 2, 3, and that's 28 red. 28 red. Head on down to the library. Thanks for the assist, 28 red. Okay, keep an eye out. We're going to do some skips in here. And skip that, and skip that. Okay. Looking pretty good. We're feeling pretty good on this split. For 28 red. Do a little bit of movement here. Try to get a good angle. Again here. Alright, good. Just a quick pit stop at Booty Island. Grab the saw. We're gonna grab the horn. We're gonna head back to Scab Island. So we're kind of just in our first loop around the islands before we can start picking up the map pieces. So after this, we're going to head to Booty Island, pick up both of those map pieces, head to Fat Island, pick up the map piece there, and then come back to Scab, pick up the 4th map piece. So this tune goes hard. This is from Silver Surfer on the NES. It's a fun one. My leg! Okay, be careful with the banana. We had a little whoopsie-doodle on a run earlier today with the banana. But that darn hitbox on the metronome is so tiny. Makes it really annoying. Metronome, okay. So we're actually going to put the banana, talk to him, and then pick up the monkey. Okay, a little bit slow there, but still pretty good. And then blue drink. Pick up the monkey. Alright, we're good to go. Not a game I've played before, but I've spent a lot of time putting this playlist together, just looking at all sorts of stuff, and happened upon this. Recommended on some top list, and yeah, really dug it. Put it on here. It's a little bit more high intensity than a lot of the stuff. That's a split I have on the playlist, but it's just so fun. Added it in. Alright, come over here, Rickety Rabbit. Oh, lost an input in there. 1, 2, 3, 2. Oh, this is one of the new tracks we had on the playlist, actually. Sonic CD. Okay, so another little bit of RNG here. We're going to hope that we get a fast wind, but it is kind of random. Flag. Now, coming up very soon come some of the new tricks. Okay, this medium wind. So again, I'm going to try to kind of guide Guybrush in a little bit more of a straight line up here. Okay, gotta get through this dialogue, and then we're gonna have a fun little glitch. We have to watch the inventory, not in the inventory, in the dialogue. It's random which correct answers show up where for Elaine. I'm gonna come downstairs and get my inventory over there. So we're gonna do a little pause buffer here. Once we get outside. And then we're going to do a little slide. Average does a little slide. So we're in now for a brief moment in the run, we're in a glitched state called item sliding. So we have to be very careful when doing this next trick to not crash the game. So no pressure. So we're going to do floating Guybrush. Okay. I think we should be fine on this crash. We do this weird little trick that it skips us having to go repair the ore. We're able to just get up the tree, use the dog with the thing. Thank you. Okay, still could have been a bit faster, but still on a good pace here. Okay. I think we should be safe from crashes now. We still have the glitched state. But we're going to lose it in a second. We're going to use it one more time to do one little extra movement, but then we lose the glitch state just because of how it is. There's a little back and forth there. Okay, I'm going to try to do a little special movement. 38.85. See if we get it. Didn't get it. 38.85. 38.85. Almost overshot there. If I had been too trigger happy. Okay, took me a little bit longer than I would have liked to find the sunken ship on the map, but not too bad. So we're now out of our glitch state, but got to do a couple little extra movements there. It saves a couple seconds. Prep my inventory there a little bit. But now we're about to grab our second of the 4 map pieces. So you have to be careful here. If you try to pick up the mirror before the parrot gets into place, he doesn't actually, like, he can't sell it to you. Oh, I missed. That's unfortunate. I missed hitting the split button. I like reached over to hit it, but I just missed. So we're gonna have to skip that split. I don't know if anybody caught about what our pace was, but it's okay if not. So coming in here, grabbing the near grog. We're heading over. We're gonna visit Governor Fat's mansion here, and we need to grab the book to find out which coffin Rapscallion's gonna be buried in. Could be anywhere from 1 to 5. There's 5 coffins. They kind of just go left to right. But coffin 1 is going to be our fastest coffin. So we like to play a little game. We'll guess in the chat. Coffin 5, the slowest. So we don't want that. We want coffin 1. And on this PB, we are running against a coffin 1. But we'll see. We could probably make any coffin work for the PB, but we'll see. We'll just, we'll hope for a good coffin. Got a 2, some 3s, a 2, a 1. So that being said, there we go. There's the one. Steve with the reverse psychology coffin 5. Let's see what we get. That's a classic Steve maneuver. Not 1, it's a 2. We got a 2. We can absolutely make it 2. So it looks like Rubber Duck and Swan and also Havorius, all winners today. Thanks for playing. You love to see it. There's actually, the difference between 1 and 2 is pretty small, actually. It's pretty small. All right. That's everybody in Europe's favorite puzzle there, the monkey wrench puzzle. Let's get my mirror ready. So we're heading over to the drinking contest here. The drinking contest is a little weird because there's actually some kind of tricky movement you can do here to save a little bit of time. We'll come over here, try to stand in a specific spot, and skip that. Pick up the mug, try to come around the barrel here. We got it, yes, that's the one. And then come over here. So we've dumped the grog in the tree and then put the near grog in our mug. That was good. Guessing I missed a PB earlier? Not quite. We were on a good pace earlier summer, but and then LeChuck decided that no, use telescope. Okay, I got it. LeChuck decided that no, we got a lot of extra LeChuck warping. Okay, let's see which brick it is. A little nervous that I might have hit the wrong brick there. We maintain pace, basically. How dare LeChuck happen? Yeah. Okay, so that's the 3rd map piece acquired. Going back to Scab Island, pick up our last map piece here. Come on, try to exit the screen quickly. Head back down to the cemetery. another follow. Thank you very much. I'm gonna shout out the followers after the run here. So look at coffin, then open the coffin. I made that more awkward than it needed to be. So as long as we keep things going, keep things rolling quickly, we shouldn't lose too much time on this split. Maybe a second. I did have a little whoopsie there, but hopefully not too much. It's just this last kind of split on this chapter here is mostly just a lot of walking back and forth. Save every 2 steps with the LeChuck. It was... Yes. Oh, come on. That was weird. I've started trying to save every time I can. Leo, it was just getting onto the elevator is where we got stuck. Like, I'd get to the elevator screen and then he'd warp me away again, so I have to reload. There's not much I can do about it. I mean, there's something I can do about it, but not a lot of options there. It's not easy to save that frequently. Surprisingly, well, what? Get in there, Guybrush. What did I click on? All right, focus up. I don't have time for these mistakes. We're trying to go fast here. Oop. Okay, got some extra dialogue in there. Didn't quite get the skips like I usually do. For whatever reason, once you go to open that door, you snob. So you open this door, it like takes a second for Guybrush to actually open the door. So you just have to kind of wait patiently for a second. So this is one of those silly little things about a game. Alright, come back. About to get this map. Split on the door. Oh, why didn't... I feel like I shouldn't have lost that much time. Oh, you know what? I think on the PB I split in a different spot. We're probably not that far behind, actually. That's what it is. I used to split in a different spot. That's what it is. Give map piece to Wally. There we go. There's like a weird, you have to wait on that there. Yes, okay, look, I think when we get to this split here, this next split, it'll kind of correct back and be closer to that, probably like a 13 or so, maybe still a 14 even. I change my mind every now and then about when exactly a split goes. I don't know if other speedrunners do that often. I mean, this game, Monkey Island 2, does have a few like natural spots to split at, but like the ones that kind of go in between there are a little bit more nebulous onto where you want to actually split. And, you know, no auto split or anything for this game. So let's see where we're going to get here. A gold. Oh, well, you know, can't complain too much. I feel like I really wouldn't expect to get a gold there. Okay. So another bit of RNG here is that what is the solution to this, the bone puzzle we call it? Rib, leg, rib, head. We gotta go room 2. Rib, head, rib, leg. Is that what I said? I hope it is. Rib, leg, rib. Head. Alright. A little bit extra walking on the front, but otherwise, just going right back in the same door makes things easy. Gold because of the previous split. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I forget about that sometimes. Okay, use this with that. Skip. Scroll the inventory down. So this spinning puzzle we can do in 3 moves. Just like that. And so this is where a big part of the time is saved by turning off the music, is that sequence doesn't have to wait for the music cue to play out. Acceptable bones. Yeah. PB had really good bones. So funny little glitch here. You can like, excuse me? Like put the water in the glass without actually picking it up. Funny little quirk there. This track's coming in a little bit hot. Apologize. Let this dinky not be stinky. That's what we're hoping for. We're still on the pretty good pace here. Okay, don't go for frame 1, picking up the box. You gotta wait. I think I either had perfect or near perfect bones on the PB. Like I had the thing as part of it. Let's do this, try to line up. Looks like a good pixel. Yes, it was. You can try to get Guybrush right into the perfect pixel position. Because there's a a pixel perfect spot he stands to hand the cracker to the parrot. You can try to maneuver him over there. It is of course a pixel perfect. I mean there is a little bit of wiggle room on where exactly you put your cursor, but there is exactly one spot Guybrush stands, so you try to navigate him in there. Or at least as close as possible to save maximum amount of frames. Tricky, but we more or less got it there. So I have my mouse right in position to get onto the light switch here. So again, I've moved where I like to split here. Although I might move it again because I keep like missing it. But it's like right on this fade. I'm just waiting. Oh dear. Oh, what? I lost an input there. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're still fine. So, one of the things that's not obvious about this game, about speedrunning this game just by watching, is that like when you do any input, right? Pretty much any input in the game will lock you out from any other input. I think it's probably a simple way of explaining it. So by clicking use, I went to left click too quickly, and so got that input eaten is what happened there. Okay. So LeChuck's gonna warp us around, but what we're gonna do is quick save and quick load. We're gonna quick save and quick load to try to get the rooms in a good order. Okay, so box room, we're gonna take it. Most of the time, ideally, you want to start in the first aid room. But we're gonna take the box room as a backup. Because what can happen is if you go box room and then first aid room, have LeChuck warp you back over to here instead. Saves you some walking time. Didn't get it. But having him not keep warping us around extra, I'll take that in exchange. So we do the coin here. And as we've been walking around, we've been trying to put the voodoo ingredients in the bag. So this is a little tricky. But what I'm going to do is pick up the underwear. Double eagle! Ooh, baby. We got a double eagle. I'm going to put the underwear in the bag, then give LeChuck the hanky. Ooh, if you mess that up, you're in for a bad time. But now we're going to save load again, because he's going to warp us after this. We're going to get the hanky. We want to be right in front of the elevator. So I'm going to wait. Come on. Okay, I'm going to take one room away. Hopefully he doesn't stop us. Get in there. Get in the elevator. Okay, that was risky, but we get it. And he comes in quickly. He comes in real hot. So this is a fun trick. We go up the elevator, and then we go back down before assembling the voodoo doll. So what we're going to see here is we're going to wait for LeChuck to show up. And hopefully, okay, that's pretty quick. We're going to put the beard bits in the bag. That's the last ingredient for the voodoo doll. So we're going to stab the voodoo doll right here. We got to be quick. There we go. And you're not really intended to do it in this way, but LeChuck kind of glitches out there. So we're going to head over here. This is the last bit of the speed run. We just have to get through a little bit more dialogue here. But it looks like it's all coming together. This should PB for sure. LeChuck wouldn't show up if you already had the doll. That's correct. So by assembling the doll while LeChuck is facing us in the elevator. Bam, bam, and time. 31:49. Yes, there we go. Okay.